I got caught in the rain and now my hair makes me look like some kind of mad professor. They'll be signing me up for Defence Against the Dark Arts anytime soon. Fun fact, this is actually my 50th vlog, and for this one I thought I would return to a previous video that I've done. When I made the decision this summer to start trying to do one of these every single Thursday, I started with a video called The Awkward Collection, which I will link to with the cards up there. If you haven't seen that one, then you might want to watch it before you watch this one, because this will be The Awkward Collection Part 2. I'm gonna put a scarf on, it's freezing. That's right, a whole nother video where I will tell you all about my awkward, embarrassing, clumsy life, because obviously there's no one else on YouTube who does that kind of thing. So if you want to laugh at my embarrassment, then please come along and join me for this ride. And if you think you've ever done anything embarrassing or clumsy or awkward, maybe this video will make you feel better about yourself. Because let's face it, you've probably never tried to shake the hand of someone who's got a prosthetic arm. Oh yeah, that happened. Awkward encounter number 1. This was back when I went home for the weekend. I was getting on the train, I was about to put my headphones in to start listening to Green Day, and I'm not entirely sure how I managed this, but as I was taking my headphones out of my pocket, I sort of lost control of my hands and ended up flinging them into the woman who was sitting right next to me. I hurriedly pulled them back, said sorry very quickly, and spent a very awkward hour next to the same woman. Awkward encounter number 2. This is what I refer to as the chicken tikka incident. It was summer. It was hot. I knew I'd be meeting my friends for a drink in the pub in the evening, and I'd spent the whole day craving curry. So I thought, genius plan, I will buy a curry when we're at Spoons and eat it then. Genius plan. Well, it was quite a crowded table, and when my plate came down, I had to sort of make a bit of room for it. Again, I'm not entirely sure how this happened. I think I just have some kind of clumsiness curse put on me. I'd lifted up my hand, and instead of doing whatever I was going to do, probably some annoying and overdramatic hand movements, my arm caught on the bottom of the plate, flipped it up, and chicken tikka went all over me, and the floor, and the chair of the girl sitting next to me. Thankfully it didn't actually go on her, which would have made it 100 times worse. I just made my hair into a triangle. But yeah, chicken tikka all down my jeans, on my brand new shoes at the time, and so I had to go and clean it, partly by eating it and partly by getting loo roll to wipe everything down, after which I went back to the loo to shut myself in a cubicle and bury my head in shame for a little bit. Awful, 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 awful. But that's not the only thing I spilt. What else have you spilt, Tom? Well, I'll tell you with awkward situation number 3. This happened pretty soon after moving to uni. I was buying washing detergent. What could possibly go wrong? As I lifted the detergent from the basket to put it on the till, it went everywhere. The lid must have been loose or something, because there was just white runny liquid all over the place, all over the basket, my hands, all over the till. It was one of those situations where something happens and you just freeze in horror. What am I supposed to do in this situation? I have spilled washing detergent all over a till in Morrison's, and it is rapidly moving towards the cashier. This was not a successful shopping trip. Although I was very impressed when I told the cashier what had happened, because they apologised for me and went and got me a new bottle of the same detergent, which I was very grateful for. Thank you, Morrison's, for that. But I am sorry for getting detergent all over your till. At least it'll probably be cleaner than most of them are these days. Awkward situation number 4. The other week I remembered an awkward situation I got myself into during primary school. This was a fun one that happened in church. My primary school had its own church, so sometimes we'd have assemblies in, and I was in one of these. I don't know if you've ever been a primary school child listening to an assembly inside a church. It's not the most thrilling of activities, and the young mind can easily get bored. I know my mind did, because what I thought would be an excellent idea was, instead of listening to whatever the assembly was about, I thought I should try and take this arm and put it through this sleeve, and take this arm and put it through this sleeve. And this wasn't in a t-shirt, this was in a big, thick primary school jumper. You've probably guessed where this is going. I got stuck. So I am there, in church, next to a teacher, with my arms stuck like this, having a minor panic attack, trying desperately to escape from this situation without drawing attention to myself. Trying to undo that situation without drawing attention to yourself is very difficult, especially when you're sitting next to one of your teachers, who eventually had to team up with 2 of my fellow students to get me out of my jumper and get my arms in the right sleeves again. While it wasn't a particularly fun assembly, it's probably the one that I remember the most. So that was the awkward collection number 2. Let me know in the comments if you've had any similarly awkward experiences, and if you like this video, like it. If you want to see more, subscribe, and if you want to see more of me, then you can follow me on social media or check out my side channel. Links to those are in the description below. As always guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you next week. That's right, a whole nother video where ow. There's a bookshelf there. Absolutely no. I think I've got away with it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh god. No. Yes. Oh good. Oh good. I am free. it did not happen again.